Whoa. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. There's a bit of counterweight going on in the back here. That's fine. Oh, jeez. Alright, what is up, YouTube? This must be Fast 775 Game. Come back to another episode of SNOWRUNNER on Season 15. Today is episode number 9, I believe. How are you guys doing today? Hope you're all doing well. And today, guys, I'm going to be taking my look at the Sleiter, the ST816 elephant here. So we're gonna be putting this thing through its paces here today. That's yeah, basically what we're gonna be doing. So we're gonna upgrade it here all the way. Those are your engine options there. You actually get quite a couple of engine options just from like the base game in this truck, and then this thing, which is on it's on the first map. We actually unlocked it, I think it was like 2 episodes. I don't actually remember. Oh man. I swear I've been so unorganized as of late. We have kind of the standard array of boxes for the large trucks. We also have an active suspension kit on this truck, which is quite nice. I am actually going to keep the Sleiter tires on here just because I want to see how good they are. Just take a look at them. We got our spare wheels on there. We've got sort of an increased snorkel height, kind of, not really that big of an increase on there. And then we also have the loading crane, the roof rack for this truck, and we also have saddle high. So yeah, there's quite a good couple of things for this. We're going to throw those beacons on there. I'm going to put the bull bar on it. There's also this option here, which is very nice. It changes up the truck, the front end of the truck quite a bit. But I'm not going to use that one this time around. Then I think we'll do the twin horns there on the side, just because we can do those ones, and flat cap exhaust. That's about all the customization we're going to do to this thing. It's not one of those trucks that's got a particularly large array of visual customization or really just performance modification either. But you know, there's still enough in it. It's not really enough for me to kind of go blathering about, to be honest, though. Yeah, so we're just gonna pull out here. I have this trailer here from the last episode. We were using the Plaid 450 with this trailer. Yeah, just for a little bit of clarification for people who watched the last episode, I'm gonna attach that there. We had the thing kind of left down here with 2 cement. I pulled the truck up here, so we're now attaching to the Plaid's trailer with the Sleiter here, because I feel like this will be pretty cool to use. I feel like this is gonna work really well. Also, the 2 cement that we had on the Plaid is now over there on the back of the Kenworth. Yeah, I just pulled that thing out and just loaded it up. Whenever we deliver that stuff, I don't know, maybe next episode, we'll see. But this episode, like I said, we're going to try and do quite a bit of stuff here. Starting with, actually, the first job that we're going to do is actually already there. Ice road. Essentially, we're going to go down here, grab 2 containers, and then we're going to bring them up to the port, and that's about it. But once we get to the port, that's where we're going to make things interesting, because we are going to attempt to do Wormhole, which is the job that actually allows us to unlock the Mercer. And yeah, we can get the cargo from here, go through the tunnel, and we'll be, I don't know. We'll see how this works. I'm not exactly sure if this is going to be, I'm not sure if this is the most amazing plan or the best thought out plan I've had, but at least for once in the past couple of weeks, I've got a pretty well thought out plan, I think. I don't know, it depends here really, because I don't have a whole lot of time to record here today, which has been kind of a bit of a trend with me at the moment, but what's it? I don't have a whole lot of time to record here today, and also the fact that I'm kind of trying to, you know, put this thing through its paces, I don't really want to have to skip too much of what I'm doing. I want to be able to kind of show as much of what I do with this truck as possible. So we're just going to start by getting ourselves down here onto the ice, get ourselves over to where these containers are. I'm assuming we should be able to do this with pretty good time. I don't really know though. I haven't really tested this truck yet. So far, this thing seems to have a pretty decent bit of speed to it. We probably would have more speed if I was using the multi-purpose box, but I don't know. Usually, I just don't like using the multi-purpose box for this for the heavy trucks in this game. Also, I can turn on my all-wheel drive. That might actually help a bit. Yeah, switchable all-wheel drive on this, that's definitely a plus. That'll help us save some fuel once we get up onto the main roads. Nothing wrong with that. And of course we've also got always engaged diff lock, which is very nice. So we're down here and we've got, where are the containers? Where did they spawn? Please tell me they're not in ludicrously hard to get spots. They're not in great spots, but you know what, we'll just, I think we'll detach the trailer and we'll just try and get over near them here. None of these, yeah, that's not a great spot to be driving through, but okay. That's solid, okay. It's not too bad. This is one crazy this is one crazy landmark in this game. That's one thing I have to say. Also, the fact that there's an excavator. Why is there an excavator out here? Who would leave their excavator here? That is a real question. Okay, so we also get to use the new crane here, though, so that's pretty cool. Oh, I do actually wonder about the strength of this crane, because yeah, it's not like it's kind of like the Bandit's crane, I think, but I don't know. I don't know why. It's kind of like the Bandit's crane, at least looks wise, but I don't know if it's actually the same in the strength sort of area. I really don't know. I mean, it seems to be working pretty well. Also, this this is professional at work here. This totally makes sense and doesn't look weird in any sort of way. Also, I'm just after noticing the crane's called the Banano. Banano? Someone named this after a banana? I don't know why. It's the banana crane. We've got a banana crane on this truck. I don't know. That's gonna be stuck in my head now. Oh no. Okay, well, at least the really good thing here is we are using a 6-slot trailer, so we should have plenty of space for all this. And how do I want to get over here? Should be able to winch to that. Come on. Is that close enough? No, never mind. Okay. Drive up here. Get over nice and close. It's too bad we don't have any really big cranes in this game, but oh well, what are you gonna do? Yeah, and we're gonna get this one out of here real nice, quite nice and easily as well. Okay. I was expecting that to not go as smoothly as it did, but I suppose whenever you're in a very large truck in this game and you're trying to drive over ice, it's actually quite difficult to get stuck most of the time, just because the sheer size of the wheels on the wheels and tires on some of these heavy trucks, it just becomes nearly impossible for them to fall through or get stuck. well, not impossible for them to fall through. They'll fall through very easily, but it just becomes nearly impossible for them to get stuck in some areas. Okay, I'm hooked back up there. Actually, I need to pack the cargo. The one bad thing about this crane setup definitely is that it's definitely not big enough to where we might be able to... It's definitely not big enough to make adjustments to the cargo whilst we're actually connected to the trailer, so that's definitely a downside, but one that we'll just have to work around. Also, I haven't been on this section of ice here. I'm not really sure which is the best way to go. It's probably this way. Oh wait, no, I was on this section of ice actually. Never mind. I'm forgetting what I've done in this region. That's pretty cool looking though, right there. Actually, I want a screenshot of that. Okay, we're good. And you know what, actually, something I feel like I should really mention as well, I'm not going to claim that this is a full extensive test of this truck. I do want to say that I am going to try and really push it in this video, but of course the problem is we are in a region which is kind of more dominated by ice rather than deep mud or that kind of thing, if you know what I mean. So I don't really know how much of a challenge we're actually going to have in this region with this truck. I feel like there are definitely other regions where we definitely have more of a challenge, but I don't know, we'll see here. Because we're going to come out here, just assuming we don't get stuck there. No, we're good. Yeah, we're going to get out here and we're going to make our way back up onto the main road here again, so we're not going to have too difficult of a job doing that, I wouldn't think, except for maybe getting around the corners. That yeah, I don't know. Also, one thing I am now noticing as well, the banana crane has not a lot of clearance between the trailer, you know, between where the saddle is and whatnot. So I hope that doesn't turn out to be a problem. I feel like it shouldn't, but still it's kind of concerning me a small bit. The saddle height on this truck is very high. And actually, wait a second, I didn't even think. Wait a second. Suspension mode. I completely forgot this thing had active suspension there for a whole. How many minutes have I been recording? I don't know, how many is it? It's like 14 minutes. I just forgot. I just completely forgot that this thing had active suspension. I mean, like, to be honest, I've forgotten trucks have had. Anytime I drive a truck that has active suspension, I almost always forget that it has it. It's a feature that I just completely forget about 99% of the time. Okay, but we're doing really good here. I'm not exactly... Containers are definitely not the heaviest cargo in the game, but things just powering its way up here. It's doing well here in auto in first gear. It didn't need to shift to low or anything like that. It just powered its way up. It's very nice. I do believe that this truck has a very high torque figure. I don't know what it is. I'm fairly sure it's one of the highest torque figures in the game, though. I'd have to re-look it up if to be sure. I'm not going to say I know what it is, because I've definitely forgotten. So yeah, we're doing okay anyway. So now we've actually got pretty much a straight shot of just road, you know, just paved road until we get to the port here. So I may cut this out because it's just going to be me driving along road like this. Obviously, yeah, icy road and the turning at high speed might be a bit of a problem for us, but I don't think that's going to be too interesting, and it shouldn't really be a problem for the most part. We are going to fuel up here though. Okay, I'll see you guys here in a second once I sort of get over to the port, kind of. Alright guys, I'm sort of up here close to where the port is, and I've actually just had a brainwave or whatever. I just I'm after remembering this other job that's here that I kind of forgot about. Simple enough. We're going. It's deliver these 2 garbage containers down to the port. So we're going to do that here as well. Since, I mean, like, why not? The only real problem I do see with this is that road down there that I'm looking towards. We have to go down that way to the port, and it's not really how should I put this? It's not really the best kind of road. It's actually it's quite a dangerous road. It's very bad. I went on it. I went on it before. I don't remember which episode it was. I keep forgetting. And yeah, it's pretty bad, that road. It's the detour kind of a route, but yeah, it's a very bad detour. I'm not sure if getting through it will be possible in a truck kind of this large, but I don't know. I may as well give it a shot, right? Just for the hell of it. And if we fail, we'll kind of know a little bit more about this truck's limits, I guess. We'll know that, we'll know a little bit more about its stability, I guess, maybe. I don't know, that's the only way I have to look at that. But I got up to here pretty easily. The truck did struggle just a small bit on the inclines, just purely because of the ice, you know. But I say that's good. I just want to make sure I put this on pretty well. That way I don't have to, the thing doesn't say, oh, that you can't pack that or anything like that. Restore crane. There we go. The other one here we're going to have to carry, we're going to carry on the nose or something like that. But that should be fine. That probably, I can't imagine that's going to throw the balance of this thing off too much. Yeah, there's one giant rock slide there. That's actually blocking the main road. I'm actually not sure if that one's even possible to remove. I'm sure there's plenty of people that already know, but something tells me that one isn't possible. You're not allowed to remove that one, or you can't remove it. Also, I still haven't packed that thing. Okay, we're good now. Okay. Come on. Yeah, you can really tell that this thing has a lot of power. It just pulled the trailer right around that. I know there are plenty of trucks that wouldn't do that, but yeah. Okay, and now we're gonna have to do a real weird turn around here. Probably a bit of a three-pointer. Probably. Okay, there we go. And yeah, this is sketchy as hell. I'm pretty sure this region still has the possible you know, like crackable, falling away rock slide sort of thing, or mechanic or whatever that they brought in season 13. I'm almost 90% sure that this region still has that feature. Also, yeah, that is I do not want to fall off of this. I really hope I can reach that container from just like down here, and I can just like drag it onto my nose. Come on. Oh yes, haha. Okay, so we'll set this down on our nose, and we'll hope and pray that I can make it around this corner up here and make it over there as well. Okay, we've got that on there. I'm already very close to the edge there, and I'm like 90% sure that there are no winch points up here, so this is extremely sketchy. I'm just gonna floor it here, hope for the best. Come on, come on, go, 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 go. Come on, I don't want to look back. I really don't want to look back. That trailer is sliding off, isn't it? Yeah, it probably was. I do not want to look back. Just go, just go, just go. Speed and power. Just pull a Jeremy Clarkson on this. Come on. Okay, we're pretty good, I think. Hopefully. We could have fallen off. If we had fallen off, that would have been annoying, but probably extremely hilarious at the same time, you know? Because I knew I was doing something stupid, but you know, it's, you know. Okay, let's get. Oh, that is some angle on the trailer hitch there. Damn. But yeah, we're basically at the port. Almost basically at the port. Yeah, we just have to. Yeah, it's pretty good. This thing, I can feel this thing has a lot of power though. It really does. It is just absolutely hauling its way up here at the minute. It's just powering its way up here. That is pretty steep. Come on, man. You can do it. Okay, we stopped for a second there. You know, a weird thing in this game is, I don't know why, but sometimes when you go into low minus, the truck just doesn't want to move, but then if you go into low, the truck will move. Like, you usually think, you know, go into lower gear, the truck will move more, but no, that's not always the case in this game. I don't know why, but yeah, it's weird. It's just, I don't know. Port of Everton. Alright, we're back here again. Yeah, so we'll just drop these off, and then we'll get on to the next part, which is hopefully getting the Mercer unlocked. Even though I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to do that, because, well, it depends on whether or not we have the repairs, kind of, mostly. Can I deliver these to here, or do I have to... No, I have to go track the job. Okay. One of them's done. Okay, that should probably work. Pack? Yes. Okay, nice. And we got that, and we've got rough day completed. Cool work, dudes. The clean up went so much faster thanks to you. With this place right as rain, we might as well throw another festival. You're a backstage hero. Okay, nice. So 630 XP and 5,600 bucks. Not too bad at all. And then we can do this because, yeah, it's still tracked. And there we go. Your bravery and professionalism are commendable. Really, you deserve a medal, bud. Sadly, I can't award you one, but I can pay you in cold hard cash. You've really saved the day. 710 XP and 6,950 bucks. Alright, very nice. Cold hard cash is something I respond well to. Store crank, there we go. Okay, so we got that done. We got that out of the way. Now we can get on to Wormhole here. Just let me just kind of load up the truck here and I suppose get through the tunnel. The following objects cannot be safely placed on another map. It may cause collision problems. Continue anyway. Yes. Okay. I'm just gonna ignore the warnings. My truck's probably gonna explode when we go through here now. Let's see what happens, I guess. I don't know. I mean, usually, whenever that message pops up, nothing bad happens, 90% of the time. At least in my experience. Okay, well, it folded back the crane. But other than that, everything's fine. Okay, cool. So, we're here now, so... yeah, not much to say other than that. We have to get down over here to the quarry. That's where we have to deliver the containers here. And we also have to go up here to get 2 drilling spares, which the drilling spares are a single slot cargo, so not the worst thing to have to deal with. Really, all we have to do is get up here onto the main road, and once I've done that, I think I'll drop the trailer and this container. Actually, wait a second, I'm just gonna swing the crane around here. I'm gonna drop all of the stuff that we have. Just go with the truck on its own all the way over to that warehouse and pick up the 2 drilling spares, because the chances are I can probably haul them quite easily on the kind of the back of the saddle, just with the crane attached to them. And even if that doesn't work, there is another trailer over in that warehouse that we could rob. So yeah, it's an okay situation. Is that going to get caught? Yeah, it's gonna slightly get caught. Okay, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Yeah, honestly, the biggest issue at the moment, at least for completing this job, in my mind, is that I don't think we're gonna have the repairs or the fuel to repair the Mercer once we're once we've actually got the cargo delivered, which is slightly annoying. So I will have to bring out something, probably yeah, some sort of service truck, because, and I'll have to bring it all the way from the garage, because I'm pretty sure none of the vehicles I have on the map already have any stuff left in them. And this isn't going to work too well, is it? Trailer's getting stuck there. That's great. Come on, please. Yeah, okay. It's just slightly caught. It's fine. I wonder if we're gonna have any clearance issues with this container on the front. That's yeah, that's a big question. Yeah, we're gonna have clearance issues with this just hanging on the front. You think I'd be more worried about visibility issues, but you know, no, this is fine. Actually, that's something I didn't even think of doing yet, just looking at the interior of this thing. Which, the interior is pretty cool. We got 3 seats here, which is pretty nice, big wide windscreen. Not too much to say about it, really. It's fairly standard utilitarian kind of stuff in there. What am I stuck on at the moment? I'm definitely stuck in some sort of way. I don't know if it's those stones there. Might be. No, yeah, it must have been something like that. Or maybe it's the trailer site. No, it's okay. I mean, one thing I have to say, this is not a combo of truck and trailer. You know, I would never really use a heavy truck and a big heavy trailer to do cargo delivery missions like this, but with this, it's pretty okay. And I just lost a container. Great. Now I'm driving up on top of it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I generally wouldn't really ever do this, but it's working pretty okay. At least with this whole thing, it's working pretty okay for the moment. And I'm actually quite impressed by that. I mean, I do say that as soon as the truck decides to get itself caught here, but you know what, it's fine. We can probably pull ourselves out of this. Yes, we can actually. The fact, okay, it's just gonna keep on just pulling itself straight out of this stuff. That's the kind of thing I love to see. Just a truck that can just power through absolutely anything. I mean, like, I do love having a balance as well. You know, trucks that aren't completely overpowered as well. But every once in a while, you hop into a truck like this, it just feels so good to be in a truck with this kind of power and mass to it. I don't know how to explain it, because even though it's not a fast truck by any means. Even though we're not in our top gear at the minute, maybe we could go a little faster, please. No? No, okay, I guess we're stuck in 3rd or 4th at the moment. Yeah, even though it's not a fast truck, it feels fun to drive just because of how much power it's got to give, you know? And I've messed that turn circle up, okay. Of course, turn circle is never going to be great on these larger trucks. It's probably a little bit worse on this vehicle as well in particular, because it's only got a single steering front axle. But then again, compared to other large trucks in this class, it's not as long as some of the other vehicles that we have in this class. So it probably still wouldn't make much of a difference. I'm pretty sure with quite a few of the twin steer trucks that we have in this game, they don't. The twin steer axles, I want to say, don't make that big of a difference to the turn circle, but it just kind of depends on the kind of the configuration of the axles. It just kind of depends on the configuration of the axles to decide whether or not it's even a practical use to put in a second steerable axle in most cases. Okay, but we are going to maybe not leave that quite there because it looks like it will tip there, kind of. Okay, it's probably good enough there. Store the crane. I will have to do some kind of weird turn here, turn maneuver. I don't know, give me a second here, figure it out. Alright, so I've completed my weird turning maneuver, and we're now heading up this way towards where the warehouse is. So, I'm actually not sure if I want to kind of film this or not. I think I will film it. We'll get ourselves a quick refuel here. I think there's a Royal there, that truck there. That has to kind of go in the direction of the quarry. It needs to be delivered sort of close to the quarry. So I think we're probably going to tow that with us. Here once we get back with the drilling spares from the warehouse. Obviously, getting the drilling spares from the warehouse here is not the most simple task, but I showed myself in a previous episode doing this sort of route that I'm doing here. It's not the most simple route, but it's definitely effective while the that bridge over there is out of commission. That bridge over there, we definitely need to get it fixed, but it's a hard thing to fix. Honestly, just anything in this region that's going to require any sort of wood, like wooden planks or any type of wooden planks, is going to be a fairly hard job to do, because wooden planks in this region have to be crafted, and you have to get logs from the logging station in order to craft them. There's just no way around it. That's just what you have to do in this region. And so that means there's probably going to be quite a lot of logging trips. At some point in this season, or in this series, I'm going to transport quite a lot of logs, and yeah, I'm going to transport quite a lot of them, and if I'm being honest, there's probably going to be a whole episode of me just transporting logs at some point during this series, just trying to stock up the sawmill. That's probably going to happen at some point. That's it, because yeah. I don't know, I'm rambling on about that a small bit, but you kind of get what I mean. There's quite a few jobs that need planks, and it's not going to be fun to do it, because I'm going to have to drive back and forth from the logging station quite a bit, and then driving back and forth from a sawmill as well. I don't know what I'm talking about. I want to talk about this thing more, really. This thing is doing really well on its own, obviously. This isn't really much of a test for it, considering, you know, it's a heavy haul truck. We should really be testing it with a load. We were a minute ago, obviously, but for the moment, testing it with a trailer, just plain and simply, is not practical. Is not a practical use of time. So yeah, I've kind of done something a bit stupid here, but you know what? It's fine. Should be able to pull that up. Come on, there you go. The lack of chains is obviously hindering us a small bit. I'm not sure, is this the way I need to go? I'm actually not 100% sure. Is that? Yeah, it is. Okay. I've kind of got some of these routes down. Usually it does take me a minute to get most of the routes down in these regions, but you know, once you've driven them a couple of times, you should be able to do them, even if it is during the dark. But you know, That's something that sometimes throws me off guard. Yeah, but without the trailer, you do kind of get to see a little bit more of this truck's performance, because it is just tearing through the mud that was back there, and it's just tearing through this stuff as well. And just go down into here. That stuff's kind of frozen, but we didn't really sink into that too much. But still, it's absolutely chewing through this terrain here, and this. Yeah, it just really gives you an idea of how much of a beast this thing is. Okay, so we're here now, so we can get the 2 drilling spare parts. Yeah, that's what we need. Yeah, these things. Single slot cargo. They've been here since the start of the game. But it's been a while since I think I've actually seen this cargo used in the game. I'm actually fairly sure it has been a while, hasn't it? Now that I think about it. Okay, but we're just gonna set them down here and go with them, and hope it works. I'm probably going to fast forward my way back over to the trailer and whatnot. Oh no, I'm knocking that off. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna fast forward myself from here, I guess, until I get back over to the trailer, just because I don't want to be showing the same route kind of in the reverse, and also just to save a bit of time here, really. Okay guys, I'm just going to pause this time lapse there just for a second. I've discovered an interesting property of this truck. It seems that only the tires have collisions with the trees in the rear of the truck. So the entire back portion of the truck can get stuck on trees. Or can phase through trees, essentially. Okay, whatever. Doesn't. Yeah, that's totally normal, SNOWRUNNER. Totally normal. I have been having just a small bit of difficulty getting back up here, just in case you guys are wondering. But don't worry, I'll get back up here. I just need to stop being stupid, really, more than anything. Whoa. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. There's a bit of counterweight going on in the back here. That's fine. Oh, jeez. Okay, guys, so after quite a bit of time and a bit of loading here, we're just about ready to go here. If I'm being honest, I probably should have kept a little bit more of this whole route here in the video, because damn, there were some pretty there's some pretty annoying moments in that that I actually didn't think, I just plain and simply didn't anticipate was going to happen. I mean, we lost the one of the boxes off that cliff there, and we lost them down here. We lost them up there. That was the first spot I lost them. That wasn't too bad, and we lost them up at the top of this again, and they just kept falling off really. So, moral of the story: this thing does not make a good platform. The rear of this thing, especially because the thing doesn't have any collision. In the rear. That the thing I did actually get to mention. The thing, plain and simply, just does not seem to have any sort of collision, which is the weirdest thing I've had to say about a truck for a while. It's just got no collision going on in the rear. Okay, whatever. Honestly, the biggest problem we have here at the moment is hoping that I can actually fit through this this gap, which I might actually not be able to, which I thought I was 100% going to be able to fit through here, but I might have been a little bit presumptuous with that one. I should have forgot how narrow this spot was. I actually forgot that there was a roadwork spot here, if I'm being completely honest. Oh! I really don't want that container to fall off, but oh, oh well, if it falls off, it falls off. I've already been driven a small bit insane with having to, with how many times I've had to reload stuff today, so, yeah. Come on, just get through, please. Is the trailer stuck? I can't really tell. Oh yeah, that looks horrible. It really does. It's okay, I'll figure it out. It's not over yet. The trailer's twisting, right? I'm not. Oh, that fell off. I'm not the only one seeing that, right? Okay, it fell off, but that's okay. We'll get it back on here. Okay, guys, got the thing back loaded up, and we're ready to rock and roll here. I'm gonna have to stay on the footpath though, so that's kind of annoying. I'm not driving. Oh, that's a. Okay, that's. I may want to try and get off the footpath as fast as I can here. That's gonna tip the trailer, isn't it? Wait a sec. Okay, we'll try and get off the footpath here then. Whoa. Just be careful about it. Or somewhat careful about, I don't know. Okay, get rid of that. If I can get the truck over it, we might be okay. Just pull this over as far as we can. Hope the Royal doesn't get stuck on that lamppost. And also hope the container doesn't fall off again. I mean, we're on the tarmac. You'd think these wouldn't be too big of problems for us, but nope, still pretty big issues. But nope. Okay, we're good. Or at least we should be good. I mean, I can barely see where I'm going with the container on the back of the truck like this, but it'll work, you know. It's very hard to transport two of these large containers. It doesn't matter where you are. It's very hard to transport two of these. You know, just is. Most of the time, it's just a whole lot more convenient to just do it one by one with these things. But this time round, I decided, you know, we're going to be adventurous. Just because I want to test, I just want to put this thing through its limits here a bit. So we're officially hauling 2 cargo containers, 2 drilling spares, you know, the giant trailer, and we're hauling a Royal BM up this hill as well. Just for clarity, I'm not in all-wheel drive, we're in rear-wheel drive at the moment, and this thing is just, it's powering its way up. That's the thing I love about this thing at the minute. It's just got power for days, absolute days. I hope I'm going to be able to get all this into one video, because I am actually over time here, but we are at the quarry, so that's one good thing. I am actually over time here, so there's definitely going to be some cuts in this somewhere. I don't know whereabouts, but it's definitely going to be somewhere. Okay, so once we get down here, which I'm going to have to start turning, I'm going to leave the Royal there, because the Royal is going to kind of have to continue in that direction, which we're not going in, because we have to get down into the quarry here. I'm really just more or less hoping that we don't lose the containers, the container on top there. That's the only thing I can really hope for. But you know, so long as the road is generally smooth here, that shouldn't be an issue. I mean, best worst case scenario, we eject the container. Oh, okay, never mind, it's just ejected itself anyways. I was gonna say best worst case scenario, we eject the container off the back of the truck and just throw it down into the quarry here. Like, literally just throw it in here, which we might do, because yeah, that's where we're going to be coming down. So yeah, just for the sake of simplicity here, I'm going to throw the container off the edge. It's all right. I'm sure there's nothing that important in it, you know. It's not like this is the equipment that they need to restart the quarry or anything. I'm sure it's fine. Come on, go over the edge. Yes, haha. Yeah, that's close enough to where we'll be able to reach it once we get down there. So that's good. Restore crane. This is a totally professional delivery service that I'm running here. Completely professional in every way. We're just throwing the stuff down in there to them. I'm sure they'll be able to pick it up, you know. But it's fine. It's totally not going to be destroyed or anything. Come on, truck, let's go. Is this... Am I seeing? Yeah, there we go. We got the crackable rocks. I was talking about that earlier. We still have the we have the cracking rock mechanic, or whatever, the rock side that just falls away. We have that mechanic in this region, which is really cool to see. It's really cool to see that they're still using that mechanic. Please tell me that's not gonna get... No, we're good, okay. This is gonna be my first time going all the way down into this quarry, though. Even though this quarry, honestly, is not that deep. Honestly, I mean, it's pretty deep, but at least from where we came down, it doesn't really seem to be all that deep. Oh well. Yeah, and like, we don't have much to drive around here either. Honestly, the container where it is, it kind of seems to be a little bit... It actually looks deeper from this side, actually. I wonder if... I'd say we still should be able to reach it, but it actually does seem quite a bit deeper. Okay, I'm going to have to put it into low here. Oh, that's... Yeah, the trailer's getting caught in the rock. That's going to be an issue, isn't it? Should have driven a small bit more around that. Come on. Yeah, that's okay. We're good. Yeah, I really hope I do actually get this all into the one video and it looks pretty good, because I don't want to have to spend too much time editing this, because I would really like to actually get to playing a bit of roadcraft, which, you know, that's something that I just haven't mentioned yet. Oh, so that's quite narrow. It's okay though, we're good. Yeah, something I actually really did want to mention was roadcraft. Came out there on the 20th, Tuesday or whatever, and there's already hundreds, I'm pretty sure, of videos up on the internet, YouTube, whatnot, of roadcraft and stuff going on. And you know, I'm really jealous at the minute, because I have not gotten a chance to play it yet. I had the thing pre-ordered, I have the thing downloaded, I have it on Steam, it's ready to go there, but I just haven't gotten a chance to play it yet. And yeah, I'm really excited to play the game because it looks so good. And I've really been trying my hardest not to watch any videos that I see of Roadcraft, just because I don't want the game to be spoiled. I don't want to spoil any of the I don't know, the missions or whatever to myself or whatever. Okay, so yeah, we're nearly here. I might just try and grab the container here. Or actually, no, we'll deliver this stuff first because I don't want to have to try and disconnect the trailer there. That seems like it will definitely. I feel like that trailer is definitely going to flip on that elevated piece there if we go disconnecting it. But yeah, I am quite jealous of the Roadcraft situation at the minute. I just haven't gotten the chance to do it yet. Honestly, Roadcraft has kind of come out at a bit of an inconvenient time for me as well. I've got an exams in a week, so yeah, that's not ideal. I want to try and play as much of it as possible, but yeah, not always possible. Not always possible. Okay, but we have that done there. Let me go grab the container, drag it over here, load it up, and we'll deliver it, and we'll have the cargo delivered to the quarry anyways. I don't know if we'll be able to repair the Mercer here. We'll have to see. I mean, we do have fuel and whatnot in that trailer. I'm pretty sure it's still full. I'm pretty sure I didn't use any of it. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see here. Pack cargo and deliver. Stage complete. So the Mercer requires that much stuff, I guess. I don't know if we have that much stuff, but you know what? We may as well try. May as well try and go repair it. Just for reference, I didn't even mention this. The Mercer is located up here. Just on the map, like that's the gateway. We came through there. Mercer's up here. In kind of the quarry's, I want to say machinery zone, equipment zone, repair zone, sort of area, I would like to say. Yeah, we'll go up here and we'll see if we can repair it. I might bring that. There's a scout fuel carrier right there. See there? Yeah, there's a scout fuel carrier right there. I might I'll bring that up with me as well. Just for the hell of it. Alright guys, here we are at the Mercer. Look at this thing, it's so tiny compared to this thing. Okay, let's see here. Refuel. I suppose we'll use the scout thing here. We're gonna have enough fuel, definitely. The repairs is the thing that I'm worried about. We haven't used any of our repairs. So the trunk repair supplies on. Oh, it has 600 points. Okay, that's actually a lot of repairs on this thing. And the flatbed has 550. Okay. See, these are the things I didn't even check. 550 spares on the trailer. That's actually really good. Okay, nice. So quarry warehouse, and we got the Mercer open, and we got the Mercer unlocked. So good job, and it took less than an hour to. That's impressive. Oh, it was more. Yeah, it definitely was more than an hour, man. Never mind, the passing of time feels different when you're underground. Well, thank you anyway. Here's your pay. 1,790 XP, 15,750 bucks. Not too bad at all. And there's the rewards, the warehouse, and the Mercer. Not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. So yeah, we got the thing down here. So that's cool. And we've got the Mercer now. Let's just change into it here quickly. Oh yeah, look at this thing. This thing will be fun to use, probably. I mean, it's definitely not a heavy haul machine or anything like that, but I'd say it's pretty good off-road, probably. Have to imagine it is, anyways. But that's gonna have to do it for today's episode, guys. Thank you all very much for watching. This episode has gone on longer than I had intended for it to, but yeah, hopefully it turns out pretty good in the end. So thank you all very much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and I will hopefully see you all in the next one. Goodbye.